Alright. It's another early morning walk to work on a Monday morning. Difference is this Monday, after I get off work, I go home, I get ready, and I play my first show tonight in a while. At least since last year in Indiana. But that's my first show in about 2 years out here. It's all going down out here in North Hollywood. Long time coming. More about that in a minute. I actually got a couple things to talk about. Show you this awesome booger green car here. If I've had a car like this, it would have to be in booger green, seriously. Or this bright-ass blue Mustang. Hey, there's another booger green car. Booger green. You know you want something colored booger green. If it's going to be that, it's going to be a car, right? Hi. So, yeah. Hang on a sec. It just... just a lot of weird things happened this weekend. So much to get done today, too. A lot of things going on. Sorry. Just waiting for somebody to pass by. It's always weird, like, talking to my phone, camera phone, while somebody walks by and they look at me like, the fuck is he doing? But yeah, interesting news I found out yesterday. Apparently the kid who actually did the cover for my Black Devil anthology album that I put out like year before last. His name's Ken Duffy. No, he did that. We talked a lot. He helped me with some promotion stuff and shit. No, he was a cool kid, you know. Young Deathrock Kid, you know. From my old, lives around in my old stomping grounds when I lived in Philadelphia. And found out yesterday he was dead. Like, really. First kind of thought it was a joke or a prank, you know. Because he did pull a prank like this similar, not this extreme, obviously, but he pulled like something slightly similar a couple years ago. But that lasted for like a couple hours. This, apparently isn't a prank. The reason why I said it at first is because, you know, some people do have that warped, sick sense of humor. You know, people do that, and then first you're pissed off, then in the end you can all laugh about it. Sadly, it's not the case. You know? And it really sucks. It kind of affects me. I mean, honestly, how I can't say how it affects me like it does some of the people that were closest to him, that knew him. I mean, obviously, I knew him. I talked to him. Never met him in person. You know? I talked online. That's why, holy crap, yeah, I got some pictures of him with the CD. I need to post those up, by the way. But yeah, I mean, it just kind of affects because, I mean, I mean, he was a cool kid, you know? And the way he went out was... Fuck, man. Something... Which brings me to another subject. Ironically enough, I was just having made a video thing about alcohol and drugs and shit. Ironically enough, the night before. So, I go back to reiterate that, like a douche that I am. You know, it's one thing to party, you know. If you drink, fine, I guess. But here's where it becomes a problem. It's when you start throwing in prescription drugs. That start throwing those in with what you're drinking. Okay, prescription drugs are just exactly what they are, prescription drugs. It's one thing if you take a Vicodin or something for pain or whatever, or seizure medication, or diabetic medication. I mean, if you need those, fine. But they're not party drugs. You know, they're definitely not party drugs. They're not, oh, I'm gonna pop a handful of Percocets and drink this bottle of Jack. It doesn't work like that. Because that shit can kill you. A lot of people over the years have died in very similar ways. A handful of pills and a bottle of booze. People used to do that on purpose for suicide. Now you got people doing it to party. You can't do that shit. I say he's a good kid. That wasn't a very smart thing for him to do, honestly. I'll be honest. I'm not trying to, like, put him down or anything. I'm not. I won't. And, you know, when you're partying, having a good time and everything, maybe you don't think about stuff like this, you know? It's like, alright, yeah, sure. Fuck it, why not? You know? Hell, I've done stuff similar, I guess. You're having a good time, and you think, yeah, why not? It's fine. Having a great time. And then shit like that happens. It's really sad. The interesting impact this one kid had on a bunch of people. A bunch of people that was there with him and knew him personally. And just people that knew him online. People in other countries. That says something about a person, you know. You touch that many people and you affect that many people when you're gone. All the more reason to not do shit like that. You know? It may sound like one of those stupid anti-drug commercials from the 80s. And quite honestly, I don't care. But, you know, sometimes drugs and alcohol don't mix. More specifically, prescription drugs and alcohol. I mean, honestly, I've done beer and cocaine before. It's actually not so bad. But, I'm not saying do it. I'm just saying. I can understand why somebody would do that. Because I've done that, and it's like, oh, this is alright. It's kind of cool. But, in the end, it's just better not to. If you're going to drink, then just drink. Don't throw prescription drugs in that shit. But I'll probably leave a couple more messages, but I'll leave it on this video too. Ken, thank you for everything. It's really fucked up you had to go out like that, but I was happy to know you. Wish I could have met you. Wish I could have hung out with you. Wish there could have been a Youth of 1945 black show together in Philly. You know, I was wanting to go back home and visit my old stomping grounds. You went to school and lived there in my old stomping grounds. You were supposed to get a picture of my old place, too. I told you knew where it was, and you never did get that picture. Fucker, now I'm not going to get it. Anyway, brother, I hope you are finding some peace. It's just really sad when people that young are gone. Yeah, but on a lighter note, show tonight. Pretty much going to dedicate the show to Ken. Not just that, but also doing a little fundraiser for friends. As I mentioned in a previous video, and you saw a post about the ones that are part of that Hollywood shooting. And then there's a lot of upside positive things to it. You know, got a lot of good bands. Got a really good tight set. The set's really good right now. We have Arena Zara dancing. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. Still. Yeah, anyway, I'm cutting this off. Okay, probably not the happiest video in the world right now, but, you know. Anyway, there'll be lots of videos and pics from tonight. So, see you then. Take it easy, take it sleazy, take it any way you can get it. Please. Once again, no prescription drugs and alcohol. It can end badly.